Thanks. Well, you know, it's 650 now. It's only been around for 4 years, but it has quickly become one of the nation's most prestigious wine festivals. Shocker that Dan's there.
Dan always seems to find the wine. It doesn't matter if it's 6 o'clock in the morning. He's got a glass of Chardonnay, glass of Merlot. I don't know. What are you drinking this morning, Dan?
Well, nothing right now, and that's the problem. Good morning, Peggy. Ken, nice to see you. Hey, here's another shocker for you guys. Do you know Denver, the Denver metro area, we have more restaurants per capita, that means per person, than New York City. Can you imagine that? That means Denver is a big food and winey town. Speaking of wine, Ken, Peggy, I'm going to run something by you real quick. I got a great idea for a new holiday for adults.
Oh.
It's called Wine-O-Ween. Now, we got Halloween coming up, giving junky candy to little brats knocking on your door.
Aww,
and they're not even in costume. Get away from me. How about Wine-O-Ween? They should follow Halloween on Saturday, where adults go around and knock on each other's door and have like a little sip of wine. Perfect.
Maybe you get a glass.
Back to you. Oh, no. Hey, Christopher Davies, good morning.
Good morning.
It's the Denver International Wine Festival. It's the fourth one, I believe.
It is.
You're the co-founder of Wine Country Network. You have a nice little T-shirt right there. That's how I know that. Hey, Denver is a big food and wine town, but talk about the food, or actually the wine festival.
Well, it's starting on Wednesday. This is the 4th annual Denver International Wine Festival, and it is a foodie's delight, food and wine, even beer. And on Wednesday night, there'll be a fundraiser dinner here for the school, a scholarship fund, and it's featuring Silver Oak Winery.
We're at DU, by the way.
At DU, at the
I feel like a
restaurant school.
The hotel and restaurant school. I feel like I'm in an Italian wine cellar. Look at the architecture.
You kind of are, and you see this big cask here. This is from Banfi Vintners in Tuscany.
It's huge. They made them that big?
Yeah.
I thought they're like little tiny
Italians. Italians do drink wine with their Cheerios, so they need a lot.
How much wine would this cask hold?
A couple thousand bottles.
So once you finish all the wine in this cask, you're ready for a casket. Okay, now the Wine Fest actually starts on Wednesday?
Right, Wednesday, and Thursday night we have a chef's competition called Taste of Elegance, and that's also a great event. It's sort of like wine and Iron Chef combined. It's really a fun event. And then on Saturday is the grand tasting of international wines, and last year over 400 wines from 19 countries.
Oh my goodness. Now, before we go, I got to ask you a question, because I do like to enjoy a glass of wine every other hour. And I'm going to ask you, screw cap or cork? What is going to? Is the industry going to screw caps?
It is, and the reason is, here's the cork. Okay, corks come from a tree. They're actually off the bark of a tree, and what we're finding is that 5 to 6% of the corks are going bad. So, you know, if you go in a restaurant and the wine smells a little bit like wet dog or sort of musty.
Or mother-in-law?
I won't go there. She's watching. And so what they've done is the screw cap is actually just as expensive as a cork, but it's not to be cheaper. It's to save the wine. There's all the wine in screw caps is good. You know,
the purists don't like.
Some people turn the nose up to it, but even this summer we were in France and we found that French wineries are putting corks on screw caps on their wines. Believe it or not.
Mais oui. Listen, go to myfoxcolorado.com. Maintenant, that's French for now.
Yes.
And actually, the Denver International Wine Festival starts on Wednesday, so we're going to toss it back to you, and I want you to think about Wine-O-Ween.
Wine-O-Ween. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, you're knocking the
Cody
doors.
loves it.
Yeah, get some wine out there. I hear that's a lot of parents do that anyway. Just have maybe like a little glass of red or something.
I've seen it in my neighborhood. Yeah, they follow the kids around.
As long as you're walking.
Absolutely.
There you go. All right. Well, you might expect the teams to look a little bit.